I read her message twice before I laughed. "That was fun," she wrote. Fun. She thought stranding me in another country was a joke? That kind of cruelty doesn't come from nowhere. It's rehearsed, practiced, shared. And when your wife joins the chorus, it stops being funny. It becomes revelation. I didn't reply. Not yet. Revenge needs silence first, quiet enough for guilt to echo. We met in a rainstorm outside a bookstore in Montreal. She wore no jacket, clutching a paperback like it could shield her. I offered her mine. She smiled, said I was too kind. That smile, my undoing. I thought it meant warmth. Turns out, it was a mirror, reflecting whatever I wanted to see. She was the kind who collected people, friends, admirers, men who hung on her every laugh. I didn't mind until I realized every story she told began with "I" and ended with applause. Still, I believed her. I believed us. Canada was supposed to be a reset, a week with friends, road trips, laughter, maybe rediscovering what we'd lost in the routine of marriage. Instead, it became a test I didn't know I was taking. We were flying from Toronto to New York. I remember standing at the airport check-in, ticket in hand, when the clerk frowned. "Sir, your reservation's been canceled." Canceled? I called her. She didn't pick up. None of them did. Then a text. "We thought it'd be hilarious to leave you behind for a day. Lighten up." A day? They didn't come back. I spent that night in a cheap airport hotel, staring at the ceiling, realizing what kind of joke my marriage had become. The next morning, her messages started. Photos from the States, smiles, cocktails, captions, "Wish you were here." Then, "That was fun. You'll laugh about it soon." I didn't laugh. I waited. 5 days. That's how long I let her think I was sulking. 5 days of silence while she spun the narrative. Friends told me she called, crying, saying I was overreacting. 271 missed calls, 21 voice messages, all starting the same way. "Baby, it was just a joke." I didn't answer. I was busy rewriting the ending. Sarah worked in the same travel agency that booked our trip. We'd spoken before, briefly, politely. This time, she helped me quietly, with flight records, credit card trails, call logs. It's amazing what people tell you when they think you're heartbroken. Turns out, my wife didn't just cancel my flight. She used my account to upgrade hers and her friends to business class. My points, my name, my money. A prank with a paper trail. I smiled when I saw the receipts. Proof of betrayal is better than confession. So I started my own little joke. I called the airline, reported unauthorized transactions. Fraud. They reversed the charges, canceled her return flight. Then I called the hotel in New York, the one I'd paid for, and transferred the booking to Sarah's name. The irony didn't escape me. When my wife tried to check out, the front desk refused. "The reservation isn't under your name, ma'am." Apparently, she cried. By day 4, I knew what I'd say. Not before. Revenge is a dish, yes, but more importantly, it's a script. You only get one line that matters. So, on the 5th day, when she texted again, "Why are you doing this? Please answer," I replied, "Thanks for this. Sarah has been the sweetest. Send." She called within seconds. I didn't answer. Then again. 271 times. She must have realized who Sarah was. She must have scrolled back, remembered the name on the booking, the woman at the agency. She must have understood that her prank had rewritten itself. I didn't need to tell her about the joint account I'd frozen, the lawyer I'd already spoken to, the screenshots I'd forwarded. I didn't need to say that the laughter she weaponized had cost her everything. She could piece it together. I trusted her intelligence. She always thought she was the smarter one. A week later, she showed up at my apartment door, mascara smudged, voice trembling. "It was just a joke, you can't—" I looked at her. Not with hate, not anymore. Just quiet recognition. "You're right," I said. It was. She didn't understand. Not yet. But she would. When the accounts closed, when her friends turned away, when her name appeared in the fraud report. She thought she'd left me behind as a punchline, but I wasn't the one stranded anymore. Sometimes I replay it in my head, the airport, the laughter, the messages. I wonder if she ever thinks about that text, the one that ended it all. Thanks for this. Sarah has been the sweetest. 7 words that said everything. Closure doesn't come from forgiveness, it comes from precision, from silence sharpened into consequence. I didn't need to raise my voice. I just let her hear the echo of her own joke, until it wasn't funny anymore.